So let's
Okay,
roll.
okay.
So thank you guys for coming there, for being here, for listening to us guys. Today I have a visitor for you, and he want to give you some ways and easiest way to how he moved how he moved from Uganda to Qatar. He's been here, and let's see what he has the information he has for us. And he's in somewhere in a veranda, so the light is always going after sometimes, so you have to bear that with us guys. And also don't forget to give the video thumbs up because the information will be fire. So anyway, let me give you a chance. Introduce yourself. Who are you? Where do you come from? Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you so much, Sally. By the names of Mandela Nelson, but people call me Nelson Mandela.
Oh, the name disappeared, but it's okay. You had written the name there, but it's gone. It's okay. Nelson Mandela.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm Mandela Nelson. I come from the northern part of Uganda, that is called Gulu district, but I'm originally from South Sudan, a place called Pajok. I'm a Luo by tribe, by the way. So if you're a Luo from Kenya, maybe we can, yeah, we share, we share something in common, yeah. So I stayed in Uganda for quite some times now, until 2020. I started thinking about myself that I have to go somewhere and maybe make some money. Then, yeah, I got a connection from one of my OB. Then he referred me to one of the travel agency. I used
What do
that
you mean
travel
by
agency.
OB? I'm in Germany. We don't
OB
use
is OB is the old boys, like the same OB OG. Like when you study in the same school with that person. If it's a girl, OG. If it's a boy, OB. That's the common language.
I'm from a village, so you have to understand. I came in Germany and I villaged in my. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. 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 So one of the guys that we studied with is the one who actually referred me. And I used that travel company that brought me here. Now, the process is not so much lengthy.
Before we go there,
It
what do you
doesn't.
do? Who are you? Like, what do you do for your career? What have you done at home? Because you didn't come from high
For
school.
me, yes. For me, I completed in Uganda. It is called UCE, Uganda Certificate of Education. I don't know in Kenya and in some other district. I mean, some other countries. I really don't know. Then I also completed advanced level. That is after the 4 years high school. You go for 2 years. I completed that. Then I went and did electrical. Yeah. Yeah, I have a trade test certificate in electrical installation system and maintenance.
And that was which year?
I completed in 2019.
2019, that's when you completed your college?
Yes, 2019.
So, and your work experience is not that long in Uganda?
Yeah, in Uganda it is 2 years. 2 years, 2 years course. But if you pass it well, yeah, you will not dislike. If you pass it well, great.
Okay.
But if you don't pass it, you have to do retake, and always retake try to slug is your progress.
Put it
is
on.
Not so.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's you. Okay. Hi, guy. Hi, Isa. Welcome back. Hi, Grace. Grace, you have a brother here from Uganda. I told you I'm for Ugandan. Yeah. Also. Hi, and hi, and so guys, you have to bear with us because of the light situation, but we are here to work anyway. So after 2019, then you started the process of, or you got the information from the OG.
Yeah, from one of the guys that we studied with back then in 2015, 2014, 2015, after my high school. We studied with. For him, he was in Dubai. I think he was in Dubai. From there, he studied some course. Then he came to Qatar. Even up to now, as I talk, he's in Qatar.
Okay.
So I just saw one day he posted on Facebook that he's flying out of the country. Then I got interest. I started consulting him. Then he directed me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but for him, he did not use the travel company, the travel agencies. For him, he had a relative who could support him to maybe to stay in Dubai for some time, study from there, then he moved. But me, I had to use a travel agency away. Yeah.
Okay. So when he told you about Qatar, did he tell you the requirements you need?
The requirements for Qatar, first of all, it depends on the kind of the job. It depends on the kind of the job, but right now the largest opportunity here that does necessarily require even and I would say if you just know basic English.
Okay.
Yeah. That is security guard. If you know basic English, even if you don't know English, for sure I believe you can work in Qatar, because you know Asians, people from Asia, their English is not so much. Yeah, so they're here working. They're working as security, and they're earning a lot of money here. So necessarily coming to Qatar, I would say it depends on the job that you are coming to do. But for security, it is very easy to get over here. If I'm to compare with the level of education in Uganda, it just requires you to have UCE, that is the all level, high school certificate. It is enough.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, that is as in education requirements. It is enough.
And how do they get, how can they get these jobs like security? Maybe you can like for example, let's go back to the how did you travel? You used a travel agency.
Yes, I use a travel agency called Meridian. It is in Tinda. There is a place in Kampala called Tinda.
Okay.
Yeah, but for recommendations, yeah, I can recommend. I can give you the 4-star company for real, because they were transparent and they are honest. Me, I started this process way back in 2020, before COVID. Imagine my visa came out in Feb, then this national lockdown came. This national lockdown came. My visa was out. I was supposed to travel in.
Then stand by the lights. Stand by the light. It's okay. You can stay there by the lights. I think I have to give in. Stand with the light.
Let me just. Here is okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. So what happened? My visa came in Feb 2020, but we had the national lockdown. I remember in Uganda on the 27th of March, there was a total lockdown. Even the airport was shut down, and my travel date April. So there's nothing I could really do about it. So we had to wait. I had to be patient. I had to be patient throughout all of 2020 until 2021.
Wow.
Now 2021 came. They renewed. The other visa has already expired. Then they got for me another visa. Now this visa again came onto a different passport. Because you remember in East Africa now they're bringing East African community. I had changed my old passport to East African community passport. So the visa came onto the old passport. So I had already changed. These are just the challenges now I face. Then after that, the travel agency realized I changed. They had to change the visa to the new passport. So the visa, it was changed to the new passport. And I traveled here during the pandemics, you know, that time of quarantine, 14 nights, you stay isolation. So by then, for you to get somewhere that you can stay for the isolation, it was really competitive. It was very hard, the hotel, for you to isolate. It was really hard. So I had to be patient again until they get the hotel where I'm going to stay for 14 nights, and it was a war to get it again. The visa is expiring. The visa is expiring. The isolation center is not yet confirmed. The hotel is not yet confirmed, and that hotel, it is being provided by the government, and there is no way you can maybe skip the procedures. Nothing you can do about it. You just have to be patient and wait.
Okay. Okay.
So luckily, my hotel booking was confirmed. After being confirmed, it then I was given the travel date. The travel date, it was on the day that my visa is going to expire. And I imagine that same date my visa was going to expire. It was the same date that I have to travel to come to Qatar.
Wow. Okay.
But I can say that I'm blessed. I'm honest. I'm blessed.
You
That
are
same date
blessed.
again, they sent for me another visa. That same date, I was already in the airport. They sent for me another visa. I had to move out, print it again. So it was not easy, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
all this time, are you paying for the visa or they just send it for free?
okay, you know the fee that you pay the travel agency. Yeah, that fee it includes the visa. The issue of the visa, you don't have to worry yourself about it. And then the plane tickets, it is all covered. Medical, police clearance, it is all covered. In that fee, you are going to pay the travel agent.
Do you mind to tell us how much they ask, or it's different?
For me, I was asked, I don't know how you will convert it to
But say
Uganda.
in dollars, because Uganda you have a.
We have shillings in dollars. In dollars, because it was 5,000,000 and 800,000.
In
Maybe
Uganda.
2,000. Yeah, around $1,800, around there.
Okay. Okay.
Around $1,800, but it's less than $2,000.
But they did everything for you. You didn't do anything.
Everything,
Even
everything.
okay, like you
Yes,
only give them and then they do everything.
everything. They are the one who call you and they send you for medical. They have a hospital somewhere that maybe they have contract with. So once you cleared all the fees, they give you the map of the location of that hospital. Then they direct you to go there. You go there with the form. You don't pay anything. The same with the police clearance. There are procedures you have to follow. That is way back in Uganda.
And
But everything was covered.
everything is covered for them. So if you
Yeah.
are to go back to Uganda, will you still use them, or that you will come easier way to Qatar, or how? If today,
If I go back to Uganda,
will you still use the same process with them?
no, it is not required. I already have a visa here.
No. I said, according to now you are working, you have a nice job. If you have to go back to Uganda and start from zero, you'll still use the same process.
Yeah, I will use that company because they
Because
were transparent to me. I trusted
they are
them.
they are recommendable. Like they
Yes,
are.
that's why I said give them a 4 star. At least I give them a 4 star.
Yeah. For those who are in Uganda, maybe you can give me later the agent name and I can put it on the description box so that those who want to try, because you say
The agent's name is called Al Meridian Ventures Limited.
you think I will get that name. I will forget before you
It
finish.
is AL. Maybe you write it AL.
Later. I will WhatsApp you. Write it on me, my dear. Don't try
Okay,
to.
all right. I will.
Yeah, I would forget it. Yeah, and because I
Okay,
want.
I will send you.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can do
By the way,
that.
I'm not doing an advert for this company. For real, I'm not doing advert for this company.
Okay.
But I'm telling what I've gone through out of my own experience, because I know there are a lot of scammers out there that if you are not careful, your money will land in their hands, then you will regret. You see, but this one I'm telling from the perspective of my experience.
That's nice.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
why
you
I recommend.
they searched you electrical job when you're in Uganda, back in Uganda. That's the job they
Uh, okay, it depends. It depends. Sometimes they can. It depends the period that you have gone there and they have the offer, the available offer.
okay.
Yeah. So when you learn, maybe there is an offer which suits your profession. Yeah. You ask them if you can take it or not. So it depends on the period you have gone there. You can go there. Maybe you want to be a teacher. But when they don't have any offer to be for a teaching profession, so automatically you are out.
And then you can, what if you use security, and then when you reach back there, you can go and search that teacher work?
Yes, you can
do that.
You can change. You can change. In Qatar nowadays, they allow you to change, but before you change, they need you to complete probation period. The probation period is 6 months.
Okay.
Yes, after 6 months, you finish the probation period with the company that brought you. Remember, it is this company that take care of everything.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to first finish probation period, then you follow the normal procedures.
Okay.
Of changing the job. Yeah.
Of searching job and everything. So are you still? How long are you now in Qatar? How many months?
This month 17th I was in Qatar.
4 months. Okay.
Yeah.
And they treat you well. They are paying. Are they paying well? Are they paying monthly, or in Africa you can get your salary after 3 months?
They pay you monthly. They pay you monthly. There is no delay. The first week of the next month, the company that I work for, it is a big company and it has a lot of employees. So due to the large number of employees, compiling the files for the payment may take time. So exactly does not pass 1 week. Let me say the 7th. Before the 7th of every new month, you receive your money. Yes. Okay. Sometimes you receive even before the 7th.
Do they
pay you on time? And in Qatar nowadays, things are.
Sorry? Do they pay well? Like
they pay well.
Because $2,000 to come in from Uganda or from Kenya, that's a lot of money. So it's have to come back after I'm there like some months. It has to pay back. Because some they take loans, some they take credit.
Yes.
It has to be worth it.
Okay. Sallie, you see, like in Qatar, we have minimum wage, and we have a minimum wage. There is a certain amount that any company pay you below that amount, and that is $285. That is the minimum wage.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just
yes. And then on that, the company will have to pay you not less than minimum wage. Then secondly, it have to provide you with accommodation for free, transportation for free, and they have to provide you with some money for feeding.
Money for feeding?
Yes, they have to give you money for feeding.
Plus your salary?
Plus your salary.
Oh.
They add it on top of the money salary. They add it on top of your money for salary.
And where you are living, you are sleeping comfortable, you have everything that's...
You have everything. And so remember, Qatar is way too hot. So you find most of the accommodations, they have AC, everything. You have everything. It's just you to take the responsibilities of the social work in the house, I can say that. So
it's up to you, don't be lazy and work. Like you just have to work because they provide everything. Transport, there's a means of, because you cannot drive there right now. Like they have... Wow, this is great information for those who are interested of going and work. And you say it's a lot of work. It's not about electrical or any other job you want. Like it's security job for the guys. What kind of other job there for guys?
There are many jobs here. You can come as a helper. I know there are so many Kenyans who are doing that helper, the helpers, security guards. Others are doing safety officers. You go and do a certain course, then you become a safety officer. And very soon I'm going to be there. There are many. Most of these, I can say, blue collar jobs.
Okay, you are moving from your job to go to another one.
No, I will move after studying. After studying.
Okay, that's good. I'd like to go.
I don't want yet to.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1,000 steps start with one step, so you have to take it slowly.
It doesn't have to go and sleep there. You have to think, how can I get to another ladder, because you want to get good money and everything, So how long are you to stay in Qatar now? Or how long is your contract in Qatar, the visa stay?
The contract, me personally, my contract is for 2 years. Okay, the contract, it is unlimited. Let me say this, it is unlimited, but always after every 2 years, you renew. I just say you renew.
Okay. Okay.
You renew your contract. Then after every 2 years, you go back home for vacation for 2 months. That is if you wish. But if you still want to work like for another 1 month, I mean another 1 year, you go back home vacation, still 2 months. And if you're going for vacation, there is a money they give you for upkeep. It is called gratuity here in Qatar. It is by the government law.
Wow.
Yes, they calculate. There is a way they calculate it. You may find that if you stay there for 3 years without going back home, and if they calculate that money, it can even be more than maybe $1,500. So,
wow.
Yeah, they give you and they pay for your plane ticket to and fro.
Yeah. So you can if
Yes,
you. So this is something and okay, they are like right now as a it's a Gulf. Qatar is in Gulf countries, yeah.
Yeah, it is in Gulf.
Yes, and we have seen people are being mistreated, are beaten in your security job or in those job like electric or whatever you are doing. Are you passing those kind of things?
No. Sally, let me tell you this. You know, for me, even before, I had all this, I've been hearing about these issues and I was a bit worried. I was a bit really worried about what people say. But I say, okay, let me take it as a challenge to find out. I've never heard of anybody being beaten. Here, you cannot punch anyone. If you punch me, like, let me say right now, I'm here. If you punch me here, I happen to call 999. It will not take 5 minutes. Police will be here, even like 5 vehicles. You will see police here.
Okay. Yeah,
there's no way from anyhow. There's no way you can beat anybody here in Qatar just anyhow. You cannot, for real.
Not like the way we do. You know, in Africa, we like beating and doing that.
No. The African style is not here.
Also in Germany, that's the life here. Everybody lives in a peace. You cannot beat anybody on the road. You have, because it's a process, yeah. So just live on your own peace. So wow, this is a lot of information.
And another thing to add on.
Yes.
Another thing to add on. If you maybe you feel sick, let me say you feel sick, real sick. Even if you are laying on your bed, nobody is supposed to touch you. Here in Qatar, that is the rule.
Yeah.
And they call ambulance. The ambulance will come and take you to the hospital. Wow. If you are not feeling well, you call ambulance. If somebody, maybe you have seen a situation which is maybe, let me say, fighting, somebody is fighting on you, call 9, you call 999. Like here, where I'm, not even 5 minutes, police will be here. And where I am right now, the police station is less than 1 kilometer. So imagine if I call 999 right now that somebody is trying to fight with me. Wow. How many minutes will they take to come here? So Qatar is really a very peaceful country. I'm not trying to advertise, but I'm seeing. I'm seeing, because I have to be honest, I'm seeing that with my own eyes.
It's the same message, because I'm also in Germany, and I know there are people who in Germany, they have passed bad hands. They have been mistreated by their husband or their neighbors or their as au pair, but I never faced that. So I have to say here, Germany is good, au pair is good, because that was my life. So the same thing you're doing.
Sorry.
So, no, the same thing you're doing.
Your sound is kind of breaking, please.
And now? Hello?
Yes, now I can hear you.
No, I'm saying you have to say what you know, my dear brother. Like,
yeah,
that's the thing. It's there. It's you like, you are getting your salary, you are getting. So what about the social life? Okay, do you have still anything to add about for those who are interested? Because I think I'm not seeing any questions, or maybe let me pass by. I will. Let me pass the question.
Okay. One thing I can say, you should know that each and every country has its rules and regulations. Let me say the law.
Yeah.
So you cannot say, Canada is very good. If you go there, you will have a good life. Yeah, you will have a good life. But you there go against the laws, then you will have a bad life. It is the same everywhere.
That's the
So
thing.
here in Qatar, even if you go against the laws, and remember, here it is Arab country, they follow Sharia laws.
Yeah.
Yeah, for instance, most of the places here in Qatar, you don't mix with ladies. For sure, you don't mix with ladies. You find ladies separated,
Yeah.
also male separated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, and then even not like in Africa, you have bars everywhere. For
Okay.
you to drink alcohol here in Qatar, you must have a license. And for you to get a license, you should be earning a certain amount of salary, not just hours here of maybe 1,800 Qatari riyals. 1,800 Qatari riyals is approximately, I would say, maybe around $400 maybe. I don't know the conversation rate. Yeah.
Okay. So what if you
So
want
each and every country has its laws.
even yeah, that's true. That's true, by the way. That's true. You have to adhere to the rules and everything. Somebody's asking here, do they offer jobs in occupational health and safety with someone medical background and certificate from Nebosh, UK?
That is a very good question. That is the same course that very soon I really want to go and do it in the bush. Here it is very marketable, but they
Okay.
always, yes, they are very strict on the experience.
Okay.
This person let this person to go. Let this person go to indeed try to do his research there and see the offer they have for Nebosh holders here in Gulf. Not
Indeed.
only in Qatar. Yeah,
Indeed.
even in Dubai. Yeah, Dubai. By the way, Nebosh, it is it is recognized internationally. Everywhere you can work with Nebosh certificate.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So that's a good one. So you want to go there? That's nice. That's a nice one.
I'm preparing. Inshallah, maybe next year in February I do that exams.
Okay.
Yeah. But
okay.
yeah, they're always very strict when it comes to experience. At least they need experience.
I think this guy is so he's so in front. Let me say that direct translation. Sally, ask about if there are chances for someone with a Bosch International Certificate in Occupational Health and Safety. I think that's
Yeah,
what.
that is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That is what I'm saying. You remember you asked me about some other jobs which are available. I say safety officers. This person who is having the Bosch certificate is a safety officer.
Wow. So
And that is where I'm going to head very soon. I want to be a safety officer. Maybe in future I even become a safety engineer. So this person should go to indeed.com. Let him do his research, try to search for safety officer job in Qatar or in Dubai. By the way, that job it pays a lot over here. It pays a lot. You can get more than $1,000 in a month here with that certificate. By the way.
Wow.
Yeah, because like some other company, they pay you 4,500 Qatari riyals. It's more than 1,000 USA dollars. You see?
Yeah, and that's
because 1,000 USA dollars around 3,600 Qatari riyals. So it's a good one.
It's a marketable.
If you have experience, let him go and do his research. Maybe if it fails, I would advise this person to find another means to come either to Qatar
or Dubai.
A certain period of time. You can change the job.
He can even come
you start doing the job of your career.
You can enter as a security. You have a very strong certificate there. Enter as a security.
Yes, you can do security job, by the way.
So, is it a must use travel? There are those. I was doing about Dubai, and she said you can also try to apply the job directly from the website. You don't have to use any agent.
Yes, you can do. This slides here. You can apply for a job direct to the company website. If they like you, they hire you. no problem. But always for faster way, the quickest way, you use travel agency. That is so far the quickest that I've known. Yeah.
Okay. But I always tell people, try everything. Go and apply. Send like 20 or 30 different companies, and then wait what you see. Because with kind of these jobs, if they want somebody like him, I think they will send everything back in Kenya, and he will come and join them. I believe.
Yeah. You see, with the Qatar, for them, what they do, you are on. You cannot get a visa to come here. You cannot.
Yeah, on your own.
Yeah. You must, yes, you must have a sponsor. Somebody must be there to sponsor you. That person to sponsor you must be a Qatari.
No, I mean,
so you find when you yeah, for you to come here, there must be a company. If that company is registered in Qatar, just know there is a Qatari within that company. Then you can easily be sponsored to come here.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
On your own to get that visa, it is hard. Maybe if you're going to get a visit visa, even getting a visit visa, it's not easy. They ask you a lot of questions. Maybe tourist visa, yeah, maybe that one is a little bit easier, but I don't know much about it. I shouldn't lie.
Yeah. So no, I'm asking. There are those companies back in Africa. Someone can apply direct to the companies, different, like that. Indeed, I'm sure there are a lot of them there, and they can even invite you direct back in from Qatar. They can invite you as a company.
Yes, that is true. That is very true.
Okay. Yeah. Do someone need first aid in additional? Somebody is asking here.
That's what?
If the same guy, if he needs first aid in addition of that safety thing.
Oh, now that one on the company. If the company requires you to have first aid additional, maybe firefighting, those knowledge, firefighting, first aid, those are safety. So it depends on the company policy now. So I cannot really answer that, but it depends on the company you have got. If they require you to have maybe skills in first aid, skills in firefighting, so it is advantageous now for you as an applicant
to have them.
But always for safety officers, those firefighting, first aid, those ones, they move always together.
Okay, so it's better to have it for your security.
Yeah, it's better to have it. Yeah.
This one is asking the same question. He always, almost in every country, if there's racist in Qatar.
That's what?
If there's racist in Qatar. Racist.
Racist? I did not hear you well.
Racist.
Racist?
Am I talking German? Racist.
No, I've got, everywhere, by the way, you move, if you're black, there is a way they take you. I believe Sallie and you in Germany.
Yes, they
really don't like this. So expect that one at some point to happen, but it depends on your perception, how you deal with it.
Yes. I look them, I'm like, hi, and you think what you
yeah, so for me, I've never encountered that in Qatar. I've never encountered that, but most of the Qatari for it they're very humble. By the way, they're very humble, they're polite, but as they say, there are certain rules you have to follow. Just know if you are dealing with anybody, just know here you are in the land where there is Sharia law, so you need to try to limit yourself somehow.
And also, before I go to the next question, and the social life there, do you have friends? Can you have girlfriends, friends?
Yes.
You can.
You can have a girlfriend, but the girlfriend you are going to have, you cannot live with your girlfriend in one house unless you are married. You have to prove the marriage certificate. If you have the marriage certificate and you're earning a certain amount of salary, it is there. You can stay with your girlfriend, no problem. Yeah. But if you are not married, you can have a girlfriend, She says in our accommodation, you stay in your accommodations, but the communication, and always in the accommodations, we have free internet. Most of the companies here, they have free internet.
So that means you can visit each other, but can she step on your house even a day and then go, not leaving? Because sometimes I think you cannot even someone. You can't.
That one is a no. No.
Really?
If it is accommodation for male, female are not allowed to enter. If it is accommodation for female, male are not allowed to enter.
So you have to go and meet out
This
there.
is Sharia.
Oh, but
that is now a special arrangement. It is a special arrangement between you
and
you
her.
can meet in the mall.
Okay. Oh
yes,
my God.
you can meet in the mall, but also you have to limit. You know, we Africans, when it comes to issues of love here and there, and then you want to show to the public that I'm in love with this person. No, here in Qatar, it is not allowed.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
maybe.
So you have to go back to Uganda and marry there. You cannot marry here.
No. No. Here you cannot marry. And maybe you can marry the Asian ladies. You can marry Kenyan. Yeah, other nationalities you can marry, but not a Qatari. That one cannot happen.
Not unless you are Muslim.
That is an assurance. It can never happen.
No, but if you are Muslim, you can be a Muslim and marry there, my friend.
You can do what?
If you become a Muslim, you cannot marry them.
You cannot.
My brother, you can. You just have to have a nice smile. You have to marry them. Anyway, let me go back to the questions.
No, you cannot marry. That is, I'm saying what I know. I'm saying what I know. Yeah,
not
so maybe I'm misinformed. Yeah, I will do my research, but if I'm misinformed, yeah, the person who is asking the question can also do his or her individual research and find out. But as far as my knowledge is concerned, you cannot marry a Qatari.
Stay on your lane, my brother Nelson. We forgot your name there, but stay on your lane. Stay on your lane. Don't mix with those ones. You don't want yourself to bring yourself some problems.
I'm already here. I'm already here. I know all that. I know all that. Another thing maybe I have to say about Qatar, it's about alcohol. Here in Qatar, you cannot take alcohol anyhow. If the police get you with maybe an empty bottle of alcohol, they will arrest you and probably they will deport you.
What?
That is what I should tell you, by the way.
What if you buy in the mall and drink at home?
There are specific places that sells alcohol, not anywhere.
So you have to go there and buy and drink there, or
if you go there to buy, do you have the lances? But let me tell you this, Sallie. We Africans, we are very wise. Much as all these tough conditions are there, we still find a way. I will testify this. I don't have a license, but I've ever tested alcohol for real. I must confess. Don't ask me how, but when you come here, for real, you'll get to know the system.
Analysis is what? What is analysis?
The what?
A license. You mean a license to drink alcohol?
A license, it's like a permit to drink alcohol.
What?
What? Yes.
Let me say Germany, where we buy alcohol at 200 and 100 shillings. No, here it's for everybody.
But there are ways, by the way. There are ways.
Yeah, of course. Every week, even in high school, I remember in high school we won't. Oh, there's this question I want to ask. There's in high school we were not going with any sweets and everything, and you'll see people with them. So there's always people find ways. So back, somebody called Taiwa Funmilola Janet. Funmilola want to know if there's some caregiver job there. Caregiving, taking care of
jobs. Caregiver jobs here. They will maid. Yes.
As
you
maid.
Will work as a maid. Yes. Okay. You will work. Yeah, I'm sure. Work.
Are they easy to get?
Now that one, it depends on the easiest you use is the travel agency. When you go there, you ask them.
Okay.
For instance, back to my country, I would recommend this company, meridian, for real, because I see them. Even if you go and search on Facebook, meridian Ventures Limited, you will see them. They send girls here. If maybe you happen to recognize me very well and see my photo there the day I've left, you will see everything. They post everything on Facebook. And in case there is any scheduled interview, they post on Facebook. If they need people, they post on Facebook.
So
I have their WhatsApp number, I have communication there, by the way.
Okay.
Yes.
Anafi, we said these questions and we said you have only high school from 4.
Yes. Even if you are coming here for cleaning, security, this helper, job, there are so many jobs here I cannot mention all for real. Because the others I have not yet even seen anybody doing it, but people are there doing. You can come as a waiter, waitresses, these jobs are here.
And if, for example, you are not unfortunate to go to high school, can you still have an opportunity?
Yes.
Class 8.
I'm going to go from one of the guys that I asked. I'm sorry, I'm not going to mention, but he told me in Uganda it is called primary living examination. It doesn't even have a certificate, but he's working here in Qatar. PLE in Uganda, it is called PLE. It's like you start the primary, but you did not. In Uganda, it is P7, primary 7. In Kenya, I don't know. Because after PLE, you go to senior 1. That is now high school. So this guy doesn't have even a certificate of PLE, primary living examination. He doesn't have, but he's here working in Qatar, making millions here.
As what? Can you tell us? Maybe we might even think of that. Moving from Germany to
he is working as a security. He's working as a security.
Okay.
Yeah, he's doing security. I told you security, you can even have a diploma, you come here as a security. And you see, when you talk of security, people back home in Africa, they think that if you're going to do security job, you are going to be standing there with guns. Security job here in Qatar, you will never even see a gun. You will not, for real. You will not see a gun. Even the police here, you will not see anybody with a gun.
Okay.
You cannot. Yes. So the security job here is more like office work. Office work, mainly office work. Yeah, you can maybe go to a shopping mall. You sit at the restaurant. You go to hospital, you are there at the receptions. Because if any client comes and want to know anything, the first person to be contacted is the security.
Okay.
Yes.
It's going to be
clear like you're going to carry guns. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Millennium. Thank you for coming by. Zukimbi, you missed a lot of information. You have to go back to the. No, Anafi, we are not doing about Germany. We are doing about Qatar. If you don't have anything about the Qatar, I have no. Let me see this one. If you want to be employed by a big companies, have a first aid certificate. It will improve your chances of being employed. Yes.
Yeah. That information is correct.
Let me put someone here on timeout because it's like anyway. And Olefa is also Evalista Ndego. First aid ya Red Cross or St. John's. It's accepted huko niko poa kwa hii kitu. So okay. Yeah, he's saying about, I think they are discussing about the Kenyan one, yeah. Good advice. Okay. Yeah, and Sharia laws are very serious for those who want to move for the Gulf countries. So people have to be disciplined. Thank you, Evalisa. She has lived there. She knows about those.
Another thing that I have to say here in Qatar, I don't know some other Gulf countries. Here in Qatar, it doesn't necessarily need you to be a Muslim. Here, the Christians, you can come here. You are allowed to worship your God. We even have Catholic churches here in Qatar. It is there. Yes, there are, I think even born again, it is here in Qatar, if I'm not mistaken. So it doesn't need you to be a Muslim, and it doesn't necessarily need you to be speaking Arabic. Me
Or even,
here, I don't even know Arabic. Yet
or
my origin, people speak Arabic, but me, I don't know Arabic.
you have some Ugandans around, friends around.
Here in Qatar,
Yeah.
Ugandans are so many here. Kenyans are so many here. Nepalese, Bangladesh, people are many here.
Kenya are so many. Kenya, they're all over.
Kenyans are very many. And even my accommodation where I stay, the campus, we call him campus, is a Kenyan.
Okay.
Yes.
But this way is open for every African people, Ugandan, Tanzanians.
People even from Morocco, they come here. Even Nigerians, Ghanans, they're here in Qatar. I remember when I was in quarantine, the 14 nights isolation, there was a cleaner who comes from Nigeria. Yes, he's a Nigerian. He's here in Qatar. He told me that he has worked here for 5 years now. Now, let me tell you this, 5 years, if you have worked here for 5 years, and if you want to terminate your contract, do you know how much they pay you? 5 years, they can give you like even $2,000. That is around 7,000 Qatari riyals. It is not part of your salary.
Just because you are 5 years there.
You are 5 years here. It is like a money they give you. You know, Muslim, it's like an appreciation for your service. Yes, they give you that money. And then the 5 years, let me say the 7,000 Qatari riyals or the $2,000. It is not even counted on the money that they give you when you're going for vacations. No, it is not.
You also even get vacation money.
Yes, the vacation money, they call you gratuity. There is a way they calculate it, they give you, and then service, they pay you. So maybe when you have stayed here for 5 years and you want to terminate your contract, they have to pay you end of service. And it might somehow to be a very big amount of money. That is when you have worked only for one company, you did not change for these 5 years. Yes.
And there's also one thing I love about Qatar, or these good countries, the good Gulf countries, not the bad one, the one they're mistreating our sisters back in Africa. Like for example, you can save a lot of money. Imagine you are getting paid around, let me say around even around $800 a month, even or $700 a month.
Yes.
If your transport is paid, you have given money for food. Imagine every month you can save a lot of money, and when you go back to Africa, you can have a big business.
That is true. By the way, I'm just giving on the perspective, on the level of the employment that I'm in. But if you go to higher levels like management, they pay you a lot of money. They pay you so well. Sometimes you can even get like only your monthly salary can be $2,000. Imagine.
And there's
that is monthly salary. Yes, on top of that monthly salary, the company must give you accommodation, and transportation. You see, that is the advantage with Qatar that I've seen.
Yeah, imagine this is a lot good information, as Ma'am Severin is saying. Like you have no time for, like for example, as a man, you have no time to go to bar, you have time with women. Like you're working, you're at the weekend, you can visit some friends, so you have no time to waste the money. You can put your money, if you're focused and you have like a long time goal for 5 years or 10 years to come. That's a good start. I can say that.
Yeah. Here I can say, if you are serious, you save a lot of money. You just have to be patient and work. And work. That's all I can say. But every place of work also, it has rules and regulations that you have to follow. I've been hearing about these people being beaten, people being killed. No. First of all, why was that person killed? For instance, let me say, somebody comes here and start fighting me here. Sallie, let me call the police. What do you think will happen? That person will be arrested, right? Now, the media will go and write a different story.
Black people.
Yes, the root cause as to why that person has been taken to jail, they don't know. So they impersonate the information, which is not right for real.
Yeah, for the women's case, you know, if somebody want to rape you and you start fighting yourself and they end up killing you, those are another situations.
Here in Qatar, you talk about rape, Sallie, I laugh.
No, not Qatar. I'm thinking of the girls, the one I've had those bad stories.
Let me say this, you know, here in Qatar, ladies are highly respected, for real.
Just like Germany.
Whichever, any nationality, if you are a lady here in Qatar, you are highly respected. And you don't work how women work. Because for ladies, like me, for real, me, I work Monday to Monday. Because I need money, isn't it? I need money. But in my contract, I'm not supposed to work like that. But for ladies, every Friday, they're off. Like today, during daytime, ladies here don't work. Yes, unless maybe you are a maid, you know, with maid, you're always in the house, in-house services. So if a Friday you are off, there are certain things that shall not be accomplished.
Okay.
Yes. So and that one, I really don't know.
And do you have free day?
Free day, you can request for off if you need. Okay. Yes. Another thing here, if maybe the company did not pay your salary, you have a platform to complain. You don't complain, you complain to the government.
Yeah.
Yes, the government is the one to take action against the company, and they can take a severe action, by the way, a serious one on that company. I've been hearing that if you come to Qatar, they confiscate your passport. That issue has been there ever since. But from my experience, me personally, right now, my passport is with the company, but they have not confiscated because they want to process your residential permit. The moment they finish processing your residential permit, you need your passport, you request, they give you. Now, if you request for your passport and the company refuses to give you, you complain to the government. That company will be paid, let me say, around how much? It is 25,000 Qatari riyals. I don't know how much in some other currencies. 25,000 Qatari riyal, that is as a fine. In Uganda, it is around 25 million.
Okay.
Around $8,000. $8,000 or $9,000, around there.
Okay, so they can't.
Yes, just only for confiscating your passport. So no company here confiscates your passport. The reason as to why maybe you will say, I cannot keep my passport. First of all, you look at safety of yourself, passport, at the accommodation where you are staying.
Okay.
Because always they mix with maybe like me, I'm with Ugandans. But do I know the background of those Ugandans? I met them here. You see, could be somebody's having a bad heart will take your passport if you keep at the accommodation. So you'll find like for its own safety, let it stay with the company. It is not confiscated. Yeah, but they're just keeping it for you anytime you need it. I remember me, even I requested mine. I was given, I used it. Even right now, if I want tomorrow, I wake up, I go to the manager, I request for my passport. In 2 days, it's delivered. I will have, if I want to keep it, I keep it, no problem.
Not like back at our sister, they are hidden and oh my god, they are can boy and oh my god, this is a lot of issues. So somebody is asking, can you do 2 jobs in Qatar?
Here in Qatar, no. You cannot do 2 jobs in Qatar. For you to do 2 jobs in Qatar, first of all, you need a permission from your let me say your mother sponsor. The first company to sponsor you here in Qatar, you need permission from them, and that permission have to be confirmed by the government. So you can do 2 jobs. But as I told you, Sallie, we Africans are stubborn, they find ways. But there is a possibility.
So, yeah, even here we call them black job, yeah.
Yeah, that's there.
They are there. You just have to be smart.
Yes.
Just
That is
don't.
something. Yeah, that is something that it is hidden here. But when you read like the Qatar labor law, it doesn't state that. But when you come into the system, yeah, you find loopholes also for you to explore.
Even here they say that way. Even here they say you're not supposed to go. And okay, what I know is when you come as an au pair, you cannot have another job, but you can always talk with family and they can allow you to their friends. You know, there's always a way of everywhere. You just have the relationship that you're having with the host or the company or your friends around there. Yeah, the one you are. So that was the question that I was asking somebody.
That is true. Then another thing about doing 2 jobs here in Qatar, if you do 2 jobs in Qatar, it is illegal unless it is being confirmed by your sponsor. But if they get you, if they get you doing 2 jobs in Qatar, the company that brought you here may not get you. But if police get you, at that spot where they got you from, straight to the airport, you will not even reach like to the accommodation to pick your belongings. They are the one who will go there and pick your things, pack your things. They follow you with it in the airport.
Have you seen somebody being deported?
I've never heard of anybody being deported.
Okay, they take care.
Because of doing 2 jobs.
Okay.
Yeah.
My sister Grace Kriasirisima, she's a Ugandan. She's a friend of mine. YouTuber friend here. And she's asking, what the dress code for non-Muslims?
As in for girls?
Yeah, for you guys, for you both.
For us, you put on anything you want.
For women, let's say that for women.
Okay, for ladies, if you are doing your duty, you have to put on the way Muslim dress. But if you are not a Muslim, you just cover your head. They just don't want to see your hair. That is it. But when you're off duty, you can put on trousers. You go to your mall, no problem. Nobody is going to disturb you. Put on your trouser.
Okay.
Go, yes. But shorts, for male shorts, yeah, there are places you cannot enter with shorts.
Okay.
Yes, and vest, you cannot put on vest and you move with it anyhow. But you can put on anything you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Evalisa is like everything Nelson is saying is true. With his eloquence, I understand why he's employed there. That she's worked as a cabin crew and she know all those things you're saying. Yeah. So
I think she has more experience here than me. If she works as a cabin crew, she has been maybe here probably longer than me.
And tomorrow even
I'm just spending about 4 months here, but I take my time to know more.
And for your information, he's not a security guy because people they might think he's so smart and he's doing something with electrical or you said electrician. No,
CCTV.
CCTV. As in, there's a lot of job. When we were starting the video, he said what he's doing.
By the way, let me even for those who even let me say the security guards, they even dress smarter than me. For real.
Yeah.
They dress way smarter than me. Yes.
Okay.
They're a security guard. I was about some days ago, I was chatting to one guy, is a security guard here. And then he works at night. Now tell me, what are you going to do at night to work as a security guard? Nobody is there in that premise. But he's working, he's earning money. He just told me, you know what, they're paying me for sleeping, no problem. Here they say it, Kale wale to me to my concern. That is how they say it. But he's earning money.
Okay. This is not. He's saying about first aid. Yeah. Wow, that was a lot of information. Nelson Mandela Nelson. Yeah. Mandela Nelson. That's your real names.
Everywhere. Okay, I have 3 names. I'm called Okello Nelson Mandela, but in my documents I have Mandela Nelson.
Wow, so your real name, you're the next Mandela of Uganda and South Sudan, yeah?
Yeah, you
So
never know. Untold stories are in the future.
yes, you never know. Yeah, we are here just to pass on the information that we know. So, guys,
Yeah.
for those who are interested to go to work in Qatar, Nelson just came here. He gave you, and for the ladies, because we've been doing a lot about young guys, not for the gentlemen. This was for you guys. I've not forgotten about you because I was dealing more about the ladies until Nelson said, "Sally, you have to, that was very courageous of you because some people they fear camera and yeah, you,
Uh,
so yeah, so I think for those, if you're out there and you have some information that they might help some people, guys, just chat me up and then you are very much welcome, just like Lesson and Nelson. So Nelson, you can give
yes.
us your last words to our sisters who are back in Africa, in Uganda, without some hope. They think that it's the right now the economy is so bad with corona. People are not working. They have even masters and diploma and everything. I would like you to give one or two words to them and a word of encouragement.
My last word is only one thing,
Mm-hmm.
that we Africans, we always stick to what we studied in school
Mm-hmm.
as to be like our mode of income. But sometimes you never know what God has planned for you. So
Mm-hmm.
always try to be flexible, adjust to any situations that is going to earn for you a better living.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't look. You're a teacher. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot come to Qatar and do a cleaning job. You
Mm-hmm.
find that in your home country you are teaching. You
Yeah.
are getting maybe 500, 500. Let me put 500 Qatari riyals. As
Mm-hmm.
in Uganda, I know
Mm.
most teachers they earn around that, but you find here minimum wage is 1,000. It is twice of what you are earning there. That is
Mad.
the minimum wage. You see,
Mad.
so why don't you maybe forego the little money that you are earning, then you go for something that is going to push you and make
Mm-hmm.
you live a better life.
You can choose to work for 5 years. If somebody you have not started family, because those are the other country, you can start family. You can
Yes,
say, let's go and work the first 10 years or the first 5 years. Then I can
yes,
come and start family because Africans, we want to, oh, I don't want to go because I want to start family, blah, 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 blah. My dear friend will start a family. What do they eat? We pay high school, we pay primary school. At least here, kids, they go to school to free or something like that. But back in Africa, if you want to give your kids a good life, you have to forgo these years and then sacrifice yourself. Qatar is somewhere you can go and work 2 years, go back at home, then come back again, work another 2 years. You see, they will even take there. And it's a good important you
very
said that
good.
people they stick to the things they, if you're a teacher, you want to be the teacher whole of your life. My friend, if security will make you earn better salary. I know people they are working even today in supermarket back in
For
Kenya.
instance, Sally, let me give you this. I know in Kenya, Okada men there. I
Mhm.
was one of the Okada men in Uganda. You see all these cars? I got an accident. That is after my first visa expired. I got
Oh,
a terrible accident. That's why you see all these cars. But it never stopped me. Now I look at myself. Am I going to do Okada man? I did electrical, but I'm not getting the job. Hmm? I'm
mm,
doing Okada.
mhm.
Now, am I going to retire in Okada? Am I going to get a pension here? I'm
What
going
is
to look for
Okada?
something
What
else.
is Okada?
Okada, it's a border. I don't know. These people who ride the motorcycle, they carry people from one place to another.
Boda, yeah, we call them
Yes.
boda. Bicycle.
Yeah.
Before we call it, there's Dudi and there's those bicycles.
Yeah, the motorcycles.
Then do this. Okay, okay,
Yes. So
okay.
I was one of them. So you see that somebody is doing border for
Mm,
10 years, but he's still renting.
Imagine. So we
Still
have
rent.
to come out from that cocoon and
Yes.
believe in ourselves. Mm?
Yes. And
Just
again, if you like me, I'm here. I
mhm.
also have my goals. You never know. Maybe I may be your neighbor there in Germany. Inshallah, maybe in future.
Amen.
So I have also my goals. Maybe I'm looking at myself 2 years time. Where am I? Am I going to remain in Qatar? I'm still a young boy. I need to travel and experience. You see that?
Exactly. Yeah,
So
yeah.
option I'm seeing either Germany, Poland. You never know.
Yeah, yeah.
That is
Just
what I'm looking at. Because now I'm here, I'm exposed to a lot of informations.
yes,
But
fly.
imagine you are back home there, you are doing Okada, you are not exposed to what?
Yeah.
To a lot of informations. But you are here, there are so many informations that you come across, there are so many resources and experience that is going to build you, first of all. Not as your career, but as you, as a human being, first of all.
Yes.
So I've seen a lot of things here. There are so many connections right now. I have Poland, even in Germany. The first connection I have in Germany is you. We
Yay! And
shall work it out.
I will
You never
support
know.
you. I will support you.
Yeah,
Yes.
we shall work it out. But I need to first give myself maybe 2 years, 3 years. Then we see how life goes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just do your best. You know, German, there's nothing, no shortcut. There's no corruption here. Because you're my friend, I can bring you. German, you know the rule. German, do the German, and then the rest follows. That's the thing you
Okay.
need. You can even study it online when you have time. If you have time there.
Yeah, I have plenty time here. I have a lot of time.
Yeah.
I think my time is coming up. I have
Okay.
about 25 minutes to live here.
Yes, that is even a lot. We won't even go another 5 minutes, my dear. Let me see if there's any question here before I lock you. We lock this or we end up. Okay. Following. What's okay, dress code, we answered that one. Brian, getting fasted, we that one was okay. Hey Sally World, nice to see you with my fellow Fupician. Fupician, Lupician, or maybe she wanted to say that. Hi, Cooking with Liz, how are you? Yes, he's a very nice and wise guy. He has a lot of good informations. Consta, this is a girl. She's this girl is in Uganda. Ugandan in Qatar. Oh no, in Bahrain. She's in Bahrain, or Bahrain.
Oh yeah, Bahrain. It is one of the Gulf country.
Yeah.
It's not so far from Kuwait. By the way, here there is opportunity. I did not say this, but there are opportunities. You just have to use your brain.
Yeah.
First of all, find yourself to come within this region. Then
Please.
you explore. Yes, there are so many opportunities here.
Woo! So, Consta, you can use your brain and connect with Nelson. He'll help you use your brain. Oh,
Yeah, just use your brain. If you use your brain, you say, aha, I'm tired of farming. I need to find a way. Either go to Dubai, I work there maybe for 1-2 years, I push. There's so many opportunities here. So it depends on somebody's life. You know, we can post all these informations on YouTube.
Yeah.
Others will be watching like a movie. That is it.
And this is what I'm here in this YouTube. I think that is when I'm so inspired to continue doing these videos, because we never never settle for less, and that's my goal. That should be everybody goals. If you're working in Kisumu and you would like to work in Nairobi, if you're working in a village, you can start to come into the town. If you're working in Nairobi, think of Qatar. If you're working in Kampala, think of maybe working in Kenya and Nairobi. You know, like, try to settle for not for less, like try to be better than what you're getting, because people are earning so less. People are earning around let me say a monthly, that's around 10,000 Kenyan shillings, is about $100 in every month. Imagine, end month, you're working from Monday to Friday. I know a lot of people are paying that, but they're afraid because, they think I need. My sister, in Qatar, we have had, you need nothing from 4 or even class 8. And then you want to enter in that airplane and go to Qatar or whichever country, you will never be the same again. Your mindset change, you start seeing so many things. That's what we are seeing here.
That is true, you are right.
I met the Fupician group from Mom Virginia. Okay. Now I get you. Yeah, she's in Bahrain, but she still want to come to Germany. She's learning Germany now. Also, this one is from Uganda. I'm asking for any driver jobs. My dad is a truck driver, and any WhatsApp group we can join for people who want to work abroad.
Wow. Drivers.
That will be the
By
last.
the way, drivers here. Yeah, drivers here. If you're a driver, I don't know, that person is in Uganda.
Yeah, she's in. She. Kim. I don't know if it's he or she, but yeah, she's one of my fan. She's in. I know she's in Uganda or he's in Uganda. You can clarify you are he or you are she, Kim.
If that person is in Uganda,
But I think
I would recommend the same travel agency I use. Try to inquire. Sometimes I see them advertising for drivers. They need drivers. They need cleaners. They need security guards.
It's a he. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a he.
You can get that job here for real.
Okay. For driving, it's easy to get those jobs. Kind of.
But the problem is only one thing. Once you come here, you should be, at least if you have international driver's licenses, yes, it can easily be converted.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, but if you're coming with the driver's license of Uganda, here it's invalid. I can assure you that you will have to go again and start from the beginning in the driving school.
Oh, that's a lot. Then you better convert it to international.
You start from the driving school, then we give you the driving license of this country. And the driving license, I think it is valid for 15 years. They give you once, and it is valid, I think, if not 5 years, then 10 years. I don't remember very well. Something like that. Yeah.
So it's matter of who is ready to come out of that cocoon. You know, that cocoon we always keep in ourselves.
Then because another thing, imagine next year Qatar is hosting World Cup. Imagine.
By the way.
Qatar is hosting World Cup. This is why I'm still here. That's why I've noticed maybe 2 years, then I join you that side. You see, now if you come here, there are so many opportunities here, by the way. There are so many.
They need workers. They need for people to prepare all those, that field and everything. And I had even my husband told me they are looking for a lot of people to work. So that Nelson,
they are looking for a lot of people. Me, I only don't have time. Let me answer the other question. Let me answer the other question of 2 jobs. Me, I just don't have time because my schedule is very strict. Now some other people, they work 8 hours. Here, the normal working hour is 8 hours. You don't go beyond that. If somebody is trying to force you to do 12 hours or 9 hours without being paid, you complain to the government. The government will take action. It is only 8 hours. If you are going to maybe extra hours, it is between you and the company. That is an agreement. So the guys here, they do 8 hours job. I don't know about ladies. Then they sneak and go and do some other part-time jobs. You know how much they pay? That part-time job can pay you like $25 a day.
Oh, okay.
Yes, $25 a day, or even more than that. Or even $30 a day. So if you work for one full month at time 30, how much money do you get?
You just have to take care you are not caught.
Yeah.
No, not true.
If they get you, kalast, deportation.
You have to be smart.
So people from some other countries check on your situation. If you can come out, it's not necessarily you have to come to Qatar. You can go to Kuwait, you can go to Bahrain, you can go to Saudi Arabia, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, all these Gulf countries. Not even only in Gulf. Not only in Gulf. If you have maybe some other countries are there. But you can use the easiest country to go and start a step ahead. You can use maybe Qatar. You can use some other country which is very easier for you to go and earn something as a step on. Then you move forward from there. Yeah.
Kim is asking if there's a WhatsApp group for people who want to work abroad. Me, I don't have it.
Me too. I don't have. I'm not in any WhatsApp group. Maybe if you have friends who are already working this side and they already have a WhatsApp group, then that person can join you. That person can join you.
But I'm short. And you want to come to work as a cabin crew in Qatar Airways.
About cabin, cabin crew, there is an opportunity there, but I really don't know much about it. Because there was a day I came into a content on YouTube. The way it is there, but I cannot answer that.
But you are 4 months, my dear. Give yourself time. You will know a lot. You are 4 months there.
Yeah.
And you're already informed. And thank you even for giving me this opportunity to host you here. You know, to give the hope to your brothers. For Kenyans, okay, that is for driving license, yeah, for Kenyans. So yeah, so that is good. That is so courageous of you. And imagine I didn't even ask you, just want to share this information. You know, there are those people, okay, I have made it, so let me just do my job. But sharing, and it's caring, and also sharing to your brothers back in Africa. That's so much and nice of you. Yeah.
That is, you know, if you believe in helping people, God also helps you.
Yes.
So the more you help, the more you are blessed. The hand which gives, it is the hand which what receives. So it's always good to share with people, help people. If you know something, please inform others. Now look at me. Would it be that I was not communicating to this guy that we studied with? Right now, I would still be there in Uganda.
You still be with the Okada, or how did you say Okada?
But because I would still be there doing BODABODA. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's also good to ask and communicate, and also do also your own research. So Nelson is there. He's in Instagram.
True.
He's in Facebook. You can, but I think he has explained everything here, self-explanatory. But if you still want to ask him or to be a friend of him, you can follow him on Instagram. He's Mandela Nelson in your Instagram.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Mandela Nelson, you will get me there. You will get me there, yeah.
And then you can ask your question, what you need to know. But I think that was most self-explanatory. He's telling everything. He said how you are supposed to do it. If you are there and you are getting less amount, and you have done high school or even class 8, and you have that passion of you know, that dreaming big, or not even dreaming, you know, that dare, risky, because you have to risk. Even me, when I came to Germany, I never knew anybody. I was just a young small girl. People, they ask, are you not afraid they're gonna be racist to them? I didn't even care. So that's the same thing we are saying here. Dare and do it. Nelson was just dared. It was a hell of problem because of the COVID visa. But now he's earning his salary. He's saving his money, coming to Germany.
Inshallah, I will make it to Germany.
Yes.
And then, you see, there is one problem that in most cases I've seen. Like, see, for me, I've moved out of Uganda. I'm here. Should I forget about the people back home there, the friends that I used to stay with?
No.
I have a resourceful information here that can help them. Why don't I share with them?
Yeah, that's the thing.
So in most cases, you find that when people change environment, they always try to, you know, we Africans sometimes, but it's always, you bring also on board, you try to communicate to them. You never know. That person may get an opportunity that you are going to use that person as your what? As a stem to climb up on the tree, because the fruits are up there. He had already got the fruits before you, yet you are earlier than that person in a certain country. But you know, opportunities are everywhere. That person learn a very big opportunity, again, get that job, another opportunity comes that they need people. So you are the first person to be contacted. See that?
Yeah.
Always, when you get out of the country, don't forget about those people.
Yeah.
And always make friends. Make friends with people. That is what I believe in sometimes when I think of the origin of where I come from.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. So guys, you have heard what he has said very well. We are 22 here. Don't keep the message on your own. Share it to a friend. Those people who are working back at home, doing market. They are Form 4 leavers. They have given up. They are at home, and they are saying there's no work. Just share with them. If they want to hear, if they want to take, just let them. At least you did something. And also, thank you guys also for being here, and also for liking. I hope you have liked the video, the content, and I think we have said everything. Nelson is supposed to go home now to rest because he's also working early in the morning.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
That is true. I have about 2 hours or just some minutes to rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you come back, but then you lack until morning 10 a.m. You said that, yeah, it's early.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So when you come then to Germany, this is now I can say it's Mannerland. You say it's a Mannerland, or how do you say?
The what?
When you come to Germany, after working that much, and when you come to Germany, then it's a total different country, because here you work during the day and you are resting just like any other person, but you can still do another job. Like the job opportunities here are much far better than in those countries. So
we shall look into that. We shall look into that.
don't throw that dream of coming to abroad or to Europe. Make sure you continue with it. Doesn't matter, Poland, you can come easily to Germany. Just make sure you have a way of moving back to here, because then you have a better future for you and for your family. And here you can marry, you can bring even your Uganda girlfriend. You just make sure you get a job, a permit, and then you can bring her. You go back to Uganda, you marry her, and then you welcome her with your kids. Marriage, how do you call it? Family union. Here it's freedom. You can marry and get even a German. Don't even have to go back to Uganda. There are a lot of white people who like chocolate young men.
Oh, that is okay. Thank you for that information, for real. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'll look into that. I'll look into that. I don't want to stay in Qatar for so long. One challenge I didn't talk about it is the weather here in Qatar. You see, right now I'm putting on jackets because I'm inside. But the moment I get outside, I will feel like even removing this tie. It is very hot outside right now.
Okay.
So to me, for real, it is not favorable. On my side, I feel maybe I don't want to stay here for so long. I feel like it will cause complications to my health. That is something I don't want. But if you're okay with it, people have stayed there for 10 years, 15 years, others even 30 years, they're here in Qatar.
Yeah.
They are still making money. The challenge, if you come here in Qatar, that is the first challenge. The second challenge is the language. The English I'm speaking here, people in Qatar, very few understand.
Okay.
For real, I must assure you this. You have to speak broken English. Completely broken. Yeah. Sometimes you start constructing the word from the to the beginning so that somebody can understand.
Wow.
You see? That's why education here, it's not necessarily you should be educated.
Okay. That was a good information.
So
That
language barrier here is a problem. At some point, you need to learn certain Arabic, few words just for survival. May I call it for survival? Because Arabic, I feel it's too hard for me. But if you know it, yeah, that is for your advantage.
Wow, that's very good. That's very good for survival. That note here. So anybody who has a dream, if you're not ready for Germany and you can work in Qatar 1 or 2 years and you save the money to come to Europe. And once you're in Qatar, you get people and you get clever. And I talked with somebody, I don't know how, she told me she's in Poland, but she was back either in Qatar. She was in Qatar or he. No, she's in Poland.
Sure.
Yeah, I talked with somebody. I don't know how she.
There are companies here that send people to Poland.
Yeah.
But with Poland, I know some knowledge about Poland. I know some information about Poland to migrate to Poland, but I cannot testify it here because I've not gone through the procedures. I have to tell this, I can only talk about something that I've experienced. But even me, at first, I contacted somebody. It doesn't even need a lot of money to go there. Yeah, roughly maybe $2,000 maybe. But it depends on the company you're going to use. There is also another opportunity in Poland. If you search on YouTube the same Poland, because I know Poland is your neighbor. That's why maybe I will be your neighbor. See,
You never know.
I had somebody that gave me the content of how to move to Poland. I have it, but maybe I'll process it. But I cannot come online like this and I start talking about it. No.
No, and then you have to save for yourself. You have to have experience also in Qatar before you move. At least 2 years, the way you said. Put your money, because there you have no time. You can, of course, you have to help your family back at Africa, but also don't forget at yourself. Before you start thinking building there, and then your money is wasted. Put them aside, and then when the opportunity comes to come to Europe, then you can use that, because once you land in Europe, your life will change, definitely.
That is my dream, Sallie. That is my dream.
It will become better. I don't want to promise people. It's really hard to be here, but once you enter here, you are unlimited. You want to study, you go to study whichever university you want, whatever, because universities are free here. You just make sure you have to know you have to work for the survival. But going to school and learning, it's free. You can choose to study even in English. There are some people they do some states they do English. So it's your choice, the way you want, the dream. I can even go back to school right now, but I don't want right now. But I can go back to school and do whatever I want right now. Because
that is good. That is so good. But like in Qatar, to go back to school, it's really quite expensive for real. To go back to, let me say, university, it's quite expensive.
No, it's
expensive, yeah. But
like,
you can do short course. You can do short course like the Nebosh, the way that person was asking. Yeah, you can do it. Then they push you somewhere.
Yeah, like my brother came here. He went to college 3.5 years. He's still working, but he still want to go back to school. And the job where he's working, they will take him to school. So that's it's very possible here.
The first day I saw your content, do you know what I started doing? I started searching for the institute in Germany. I believe if I study, I can change the world. That is my belief. So I still want to study, by the way. I still want to study. Yeah, I'm looking at within either Poland, Germany. Yeah, just within there. I want to step my feet at least there.
You just have to if you passed back in Africa, you have. I hope you always have your documents, because then you have to convert them and they tell you what you can study if you have passed.
Yeah, really I have all my documents. I have it.
It's all possible. I know a Kenyan guy came on March. He's so shy he cannot come here, but he was studying. He was first semester in Germany, in Kenya, and his sister brought him here. He's now studying in Germany.
Okay.
And he will start working. He's given 25 hours a month to work, but he's still studying, and he can work at the same time.
That is very good, for real. That is very good.
He's staying with the sister. So ways are coming. You can also do German and try that BFD, especially if you do this with healthy safety. Those things you say, anything to do with healthy, always perfect in Germany. That one, the one I've been encouraging people. I dropped that video today about BFD from 27 years to 65 years because I researched it. They want electricians, they want technical job, electricians, gardening, housekeeping, kindergarten, disabilities work. Those are the jobs they want. So if you send them right now in the way they are looking, if you have that one, you're good. But you need German.
So you mean I can also qualify to get a job there?
Yes, why not? That's what I'm doing. Have you listened?
Look into that.
Can you listen to today's video? I dropped it today. BFD.
Okay, I will check.
What is BFD from 27 years? And they say they want technical experience. Already you have a course, you have a certificate. But the problem, you don't have a German.
I
If
was
you
studying.
get
So the
if you,
institute here that can teach German, they're here. Here you get almost everything.
I told you, if you would have studied, if you had the documents ready, I will tell you, just make sure you send them this week and let me know, and we contact, and then I know how I can help you there. Vital.
Okay. Now I know with the German it has level. Like which level do you have to start with,
One.
and how long does it take? How long does it take to complete which level to another level?
They want until B1, at least B1. If you have B2, the best, the chances are better. But you have to do A1, and then you have to do the exams of B1. I did that video and I tried to explain like a baby. I like literally did 16 minutes, not even so much. And I told every information for those who are more than 27 years. Because as in Sally, you've been talking about young guys. What about us? And tomorrow I'm gonna now do that video, maybe another 2 videos. Requirements, what you need, it's there. But if you're not eating the whole content, there's nothing I can do, my friend. But I know
I will go and watch that video.
there's another guy from Ghana. He's a psychology, university, something like that. He told me, now, Sally, the ball is on my side. I have to go now because he has everything. He's a study. He's university. He was a job good 47. I told them, no, you already have a skill. So once you apply, they'll know this is a serious person because he was busy in his country, he was helping. And psychology with those people with disabilities, those are the people they are wanted. You see, that's a very high opportunity. But they need the language. And imagine it's less than 1 year. If you concentrate, it's less than 1 year. They are online school, but back in Qatar, I don't know how they are doing it. You can talk with Consta.
No, here in Qatar, you love everything for real. Here it's a first world country, by the way. Most of the things are here. You will get.
But I don't think they have a German school. I don't think you can
German
look at
school. I'll find out. But
find
most
out,
of the things are here.
You can do at home and then you go and do the exams. Imagine if you continue with whatever you're doing and learn German, after 2 years, you know what you want to do. Even 1 year, so long as you have those papers. I'm not bluffing here. I'm not telling people to make myself be a good YouTuber or whatever. No, I'm saying what because I'm talking to them. I'm calling them and I'm asking. If I have my cousin who is 29 years and he want to come here and he has Germany B1, and she's like, just let them send the information, apply. I already one applied 2 days ago and she's taken. She's having an appointment next week.
Oh, that is good. I really need to look into it.
Watch my content, guys. Listen to them. And don't skip the ads, guys. Even I know sometimes they are long, but don't skip the ads. Those are the ones that are making me motivated. Because people are not I'm not watching my ads. And if you don't watch ads, I don't gain anything because I'm not getting paid anything. I'm not getting paid. I'm not an agent to bring people here or to give people ways. I'm doing this for free. And I'm even answering your messages back in Instagram. If you're here and I've not ever answered your messages or communicated with you, can you say here? Nobody. I make sure I talk with everybody. So for the ways you can pay me back, guys, is watching my ads at least. It's only 2 seconds. Sometimes they are 30 seconds. Let them run and then continue.
Oh wow.
I have also to say about myself. Or you have to fight for yourself also. So anyway, and also subscribing. Not forget to subscribe.
Yeah. So
This one,
you will find my subscription there. I did. I think when we were about to start the streaming.
you subscribed?
Yeah, I did. I remember I saw some message in my email. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
I've seen that your membership to SallieKlaus. Oh yeah, something like that. I have it in my email. I will check it out later.
Thank you so much.
And all those people who are also watching, they subscribe, they share your video, they share with their friends because this is a content that is going to help everybody, everyone.
Yeah. Wow, well, your time is over. You should go and
I
sleep.
think, yeah, I think the driver is down there. You know,
Waiting
here
for you.
we use buses, so but I've not yet had anybody hooting, but I need to go.
I'm at home. I'm sleeping here, so you have to go and relax. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. That was so nice for you, Nelson. I think one day when you are home at your home, I would like to come with you again. Like you are seated, relaxing at house when you have time.
Me always on Fridays. On Fridays the time does not change. On Fridays. I know from there it will be 9:30, but here it will be 10:30.
No,
On
when you're at
Friday.
home. I mean when you're at your house, when there's light.
There people are too noisy.
Ah,
Sorry, people are too noisy. You know, women. I will be on phone, somebody will come and say, they disturb a lot. So
okay. But I
but
would
on
definitely love to
Fridays,
bring you
mainly on
again here. It was so
yeah,
nice.
mainly on Fridays I'm here this time,
Mhm.
yeah, until maybe they change me from where I'm working.
And when you are going to bed, when you are sleeping with someone in your room.
Yeah, okay. Here it's the accommodations that are mainly shared accommodation. Like you find three people in a room
Ah,
or two
okay.
people in a room. Yeah.
Okay.
So you find maybe your roommate is very stubborn.
Yeah.
So
I know. I was in boarding school. I know that. I know that
yeah,
was
exactly. Some are very stubborn. Okay, they are mature people, but he has just come back from work. He's sleepy. He want to sleep. The sleep is not coming. He will try to disturb everywhere. So that is human nature sometimes.
yeah. Thank you so much, guys. This girl is also in Qatar. You see, Qatar represented. She's also a Kenyan in Qatar working.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
That
tell
is
them,
good.
tell them to Njuki B. I don't skip those ads. I know they motivate you. Aki for sure. But imagine people are not watching. It's getting they are not watching. YouTube tell you. They tell you people, some of them they are always skipping. I want to hear the message what Sally has. Hmm?
They
So
have to watch. They have to watch.
oh,
One
I
day
want
I will become like you. I'll also be a YouTube vlogger. Maybe, inshallah, we shall see. That is when I
Amen.
shifted from here. Then I will have a very long story to tell. And maybe from here I moved to Germany. Then, yeah, or Poland. Yeah, we
And
shall
I will
see.
support you. And I will support you. Can even start a little bit, small. You can go already. You are a YouTuber. You're already a YouTuber because you have a
Yeah,
name.
I'm
You can
going to start. I'm going to start one teaching a certain language, teaching my local language.
Mhm.
Yeah, very soon. I think by November it will be there. My local language is called Acholi.
Mhm.
Mainly people from Sudan, Southern Sudan, Northern Uganda. There are very many out there, but they don't understand the language. That
Mhm.
content is going to come. Then later on, I bring the issues of migration here and there. Yeah,
So
it is going to come.
once you bring an English, just let me know how I can support you. But actually, I cannot support you. I don't understand.
No. That's one you don't know.
But once
That
you
one is
bring,
just a learning platform. Yeah,
yes,
I have some people already that I can really, it will help them. Yeah,
yes. Mhm.
yeah. I
So
have about 100 people that are willing to learn that language through me. So we are still organizing.
So once you are ready for as a YouTuber, let me know. I will support you because I've also been supported by a lot of good people. I will definitely support you, and we shall do this. I want to do this again with you, where you have to. You can even do it as a private and also draw it as a content. You can do all that.
No problem, no problem.
Oh, continue informing yourself.
Okay,
Inform
Sally,
yourself.
I really have to go. I really
Oh,
have to
yeah.
go.
Okay, bye bye.
Thank you so much. We shall meet again. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
thank you so
you.
much. Okay, bye. So, guys, that was an amazing Zoom. I know it was not that peaceful because he was working, and he has to go, and also he could have gone home, but he said, okay, I have time, I can go with you. So he's a nice guy. He has a lot of information. Guys, listen to the video, take what is for you. If it's not for you, then give someone else. And I think I don't have any other questions. I want to wish you a very nice weekend. Thank you for your support. for being here. Thank you, Nelson, for also being here, being a nice gentleman. Nice, the information that you're giving us, it's a lot. God bless you. And I believe very soon we are coming here and we shall do another. I want to send him some questions where he can inform us which areas the questions people will ask in the video. He can go and inform himself about more and more. So guys, like the video, give the video a thumbs up. And the agent, I'll put it there. It's in Uganda. I believe in Kenya, the same one. So, and imagine I have nothing else to say. I'm wordless. So guys, thank you so much and God bless you. Bye. Take care. Also in Facebook. Thank you for your support. Okay, bye.